Hi Pete, what are we doing today?
Hey Rabea. We're talking about some of these Duesenberg, which is in 2018. They brought this new range. So not the one you're sitting with. So you might want to not the one you're sitting with. So you might want to change over because we'll talk about this.
Quite sassy looking guitar.
Yeah, this is quite a sassy guitar. Anyway, so they brought out a limited edition in 2018 of their semi-hollow, hollow, and solid guitars.
Okay.
Stardust limited edition.
Because you have one of these, don't you?
I've got a Paloma, so this is a Paloma. You might have seen it on the show. And I think it's a great guitar. So that's a solid guitar.
It's beautiful.
With an 8SS configuration.
And this was checked by Sven.
Sven.
So thank you, Sven.
Yeah. So these guitars are made in this special range, as I said. So you got all of them. The one we don't have here is the Fullerton, which is going to be here right now. Which is probably is it my favorite? You know, so it looks a bit like an SG shape. It's got like a double cutaway.
Oh yeah.
But it's a smaller version, not the big version. So they do two different versions. But
and that's the Fullerton, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And all the four they've made into this awesome, sparkly. Look at it. Look at the back.
They're both. It's the same colour.
Yeah,
but it's a beautiful colour.
Yeah. So as you come to know, or as I know anyway, about Duesenberg guitars, they always play great because they use a plec machine. Everything is just awesomely well made.
So straight out the factory, they're just
when I was there, they got this plec machine, and they actually, because I never seen a plec machine before.
No, I never seen one either.
And they were like, "Hey Pete, come and check this out." So they take a guitar and put it in, and the plec machine basically sets up the whole guitar. And dresses the frets and does the neck and it does the whole thing, and then it's all ready to go. Duesenberg, they do their own pickups as well, so they made their own pickups. They make all of their own hardware.
Because you got a Bigsby kit, type Bigsby style trem kit for your 335.
Oh yeah, they do. They do this the Les Trem 2, which I've got on my 335, which is great. It's like an add-on for 50 quid or whatever. And if you've got any guitar with the, what do you call it, with like a Gibson type.
Wraparound bridge.
No, yeah, like like the Gibson thing. It'll literally screw straight in, and then you've got a Duesenberg trem system on your guitar.
That's great.
And this is just the best trem system. I mean, just have a listen to a G chord. It's so smooth.
I was going to say, when I was using it, it is
smooth.
really smooth. It's probably due to this giant spring.
Yeah, I mean, they've developed this, like over years. But have a listen to this. This is the P90 in the front. Both pick up together. And then on the back. I always love playing these guitars. There's something about it with a bit of gain. Front pickup.
It does really sound good.
There's always that's into the Hot Rod Deluxe with an overdrive pedal. That's the Caribou.
It sounds fantastic.
And it looks great. I mean, the shape is awesome. That's another thing.
They're not overly dissimilar, are they?
These are not overly similar. I think that's got a bit more of a horn, and it's got this is more of an S-type guitar. One might say, you know, hey,
because you got the two singles.
Hey, you can't make an S-type guitar with a 3-side headstock on it, can you?
It's illegal.
That's not right.
These are banned in certain parts of the world. And if Sven sets foot in there, he'll reap the repercussions.
Sven's done this one as well.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
He's all over the shop, is Sven.
And Gregor, perhaps?
I hope I get to meet Sven one day. Be like, dude, you did a good job.
You did a good job.
So,
anyway.
And this, so let me find, this is what is the name of this model? Paloma. This is the Paloma Faith.
Paloma Faith.
And as we were saying, it probably is closer to an S-type guitar in some respects tonally, because I guess you've got the humbucker in the front, but then you've got two singles. Yeah. And you've got this really cool, like, it's a 5-way.
It's a 4-way.
Oh, it's a 4-way. One, two, three, four. Oh yeah. So much for my maths. Volume and tone. But the cool thing is that you've got this nice little switch.
It feels good, doesn't it?
It does feel really satisfying.
It feels good. That clunk.
Yeah. Yeah, the switches are very heavy duty in a nice way. Yeah. And then it's got the same sort of tremolo system on it, and locking tuners.
Actually, it's not locking tuners. I'll tell you what it is. It's string through. They're not locking tuners, but if you look here, they look like it. Oh, that headstock, great.
Yeah, they really do look like locking tuners.
So what you do is you put your string through.
Yeah.
And then you cut it. You can either put your string through, so like the old Fender type where you put it in, which is my favourite.
All the way in.
Ever. Yeah. You just put it in and that's it. It's like the best locking system ever. So they do a similar thing, but you just put through and you cut it on the other side here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Or you can just do it normally, like a normal thing, but you know.
Well, that was slightly misleading. In any case.
Anyway, it does look a bit like it, but that's their own design again. So.
But yeah, and then, so that's pretty much the guitar. I'm running into the Victory E40 Deluxe with a special pedal on the ground. And this is how it sounds. That's the bridge pickup. So that was, I'm assuming, in position 2, because it has quite a hollow sound.
It's like a facey,
yeah,
isn't it? Yeah.
And I'm going to guess it's one coil of this with this.
I've never really figured that one out.
Because it does sound,
to be honest, but it sounds great.
Like position 2, when you're using a middle single, you expect a certain tone, but it's kind of there, but at the same time, it's a little more hollow.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
Yeah.
Position 3. And then this is my personal favourite, is position 4 on this guitar. Wait, hang on a second. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the front. Yeah, so that's the neck pickup, isn't it?
Yeah. broke into a sweat.
Woo!
I got sweaty because of that.
It's good to have you back, man. That was good.
That was
nice.
good. That's when you know the gear's good, is where you start like just jamming a bit and then you join in, or you'll start jamming and then I join in, and then we get lost for a bit.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. It's really good, and I must admit, they. I mean, the only thing is they set them up with a little bit low action for me. I've taken mine up just a slightly touch, but you know, it's so easy to play, and the neck is just. It's not fat, it's not slim.
Actually, saying that, you are right. There is a low action on this, looking at it now.
Yeah, but they can do that with the Plek machine, can't they?
Which is a great feeling, because obviously when you pick up a guitar for the first time, you don't want to be challenged. You want to feel like you can do whatever you do on it, you know?
And they all feel like a Duesenberg guitar. And they also make their own strings. Which they set up on, I think it's like 10 to 52s or something on here, like special.
They're literally self-sufficient. These guys, independent.
Yeah, but I've been to their place in Hanover, and they got all of this stuff, and they make all of this stuff, like machine all of this stuff themselves. Well, let's move on. So I think I'll grab this one here that looks a bit like like. It's almost like somebody's Italian grandmother dressed up for like a party. You know?
It does, yeah, it totally does.
You know what I mean? The one that comes up and goes, "Oh, you've grown up to be a beautiful boy." You know?
Squeezes your cheeks and you're like, "Get off me."
Yeah. Before we get to this amazing looking thing of a...
It really is.
Beast.
It's Larry, isn't it?
Guitar. Yeah, it is Larry. We should just quickly mention, it's not quickly mentioned, but this is the Star Player. So same configuration pickup wise as the Caribou.
Mm-hmm. Is this like a P90 or like a white space like single coil thing?
It's like their Domino P90 kind of thing. So you do get. It's like that's why it sounds not like. It's just they make their own pickups and they're really great. So this is the Star Player, but in the Stardust.
Right.
If you just play it, we have a little tone from it. You want to sound.
Do you know, I love this middle sound. So it's this pickup that gives the middle position that beautiful chime.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're getting the brightness from the humbucker, but that is actually a really crystal clean pickup. It's really, really chimey, isn't it? But in the middle position... Oh, what a great sounding guitar.
It is good, isn't it?
And since you've told me about this whole, like, they set it all up, I've just noticed not one of these guitars has a high action. They're all really right on the edge of, like, what I would consider to be solo. But it's really nice to put... No.
There's no boss and there's nothing.
I was just going to say, and all the strings, the tension is much tighter than I'm used to.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because of the trem system or just the strings they put on, but like...
The strings are different as well.
Yeah, that combined with the low action, it's a very solid, sturdy feeling guitar.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Immediately. Yeah.
And it's all cinder steel, apparently, so it's all like high-grade steel that they use for tools, you know. And there's a cool thing about this bridge here, it's like floating. So when you actually rock the... If you I don't know if you can catch that, but this... So when I do that with the tremolo, the whole thing is rocking back and forth. So it doesn't go out of tune, so it doesn't necessarily, it doesn't break the strings here. That's why it's super smooth.
That's impressive.
And it's got, it's not it doesn't have...
What are these?
I'm going to explain that to you in a minute. So the strings go through and then around and over. So
yeah.
it's quite easy. It doesn't fall off and all that stuff. You know, it's not like that Bixby where you have to hook it onto that little thing and you go, oh no, go find it, and then you get over here and then it falls out. You know, and you have to do it again. So that's so they thought about all of that stuff.
And their those pickups look tasty, don't they?
Like, clunk, clunk, clunk. But see, that's the thing. They're good with covers and stuff. They're good with the design. So now let me explain about this Julia. So
that's the name of
that's
Pete's
the name
grandma.
of the guitar. Yeah, and actually it's the name of Chloe's grandma.
Is it?
Yeah,
Julia.
And her middle name. But so I think this was also brought out in like 2018. Again, it's Sven and Axel.
Sven, man. This guy is a man of many talents.
Axel. Sven Axel. Yeah. So this is their King Split pickups here. And they make some, I mean, they just make their own covers and all that stuff, which just make things, so they'll make this inspired by 1950s and 60s guitars. And Dieter, who is the guy who sort of started the company, is into all of this.
You can feel that with the guitars, 50s and 60s.
It's got that sort of
Art Deco vibe.
Yeah, which is 30s, but you know, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think
it's old school.
But it's like funkies in the 70s. I can't remember. Some people know that. They'll probably comment. Oh, no, it's not. Anyway, so again, it's got all these beautiful tremolo systems. These ones got open gear tuners. I don't know if you can catch that.
Everyone loves a bit of open gear.
That's great. Again, all made by themselves. Now, this is where it gets a bit different, isn't it? We're just trying to work that out. So if I got a G chord, I got the normal switching. On the bridge, and both of them. It's like a single, and then on the neck. I can't help touch this.
This sounds great.
I can't help touching this thing. So what happens now is that you've got one switch here, which splits just the back pickup.
Right.
Okay. So listen to this. So this way they're off. So you can, I guess you can. So you got another one when you put these two together. So there's another setting.
But you've always got neck pickup on full. It's only splitting this one, right?
Yes, as far as I can understand. And then you've got this sort of full-on switch, which just opens up, wow, the whole guitar, puts it on the back pickup and just slams it on full, direct out.
Okay, so it's straight to the output jack.
Yeah, so it goes straight to the output jack. That's why you can hear the difference
like
in
a
this.
turbo.
So there's nothing
That is a
going
lot
through,
more
and
intense.
it just gives that much more dynamic, you know. But it doesn't affect that at all.
Oh, so it bypasses.
It bypasses everything. So it bypasses the tone control, it bypasses the switch here, which is really cool. So if you're going like, you're having a thing and it's your solo, man.
Yeah,
you just do that, you know, it's a place to put switches.
It is.
You know,
I mean, no one fiddles down here with guitars generally, do they?
No,
you
so
don't
you like,
yeah.
you know, you just want to look cool. No, little DJ. Hey. So that gives it that sort of and then it works.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
great,
I like
isn't it?
that feature though. And to be fair, when you've used it with overdrive, that's where I noticed I'd probably use it.
Gives it a little bit more openness and kind of headroom.
On clean, it's almost a bit intense, but when you start adding overdrive or signal compression, that's when it sounded pretty nice.
It's pretty cool, man. Anyway, so that's the new, some of the new Duesenberg from 2018. There's some other ones, some semi-hollows, some bigger ones, and all sorts of stuff. The Majestic, Grand Majesto, and Majestic. And
I mean, I haven't spent a lot of time with Duesenberg guitars in my time playing guitar. However, every time I've picked them up, I've been pleasantly surprised and enjoyed playing them.
Yeah.
Like when we've jammed before and done like live streams, and I've just picked up your Julia and just been like, is it the Julia?
Oh no, Star Player.
Oh, Star Player. Yeah.
Oh, the Paloma. Yeah.
The Paloma.
It's just there's just something that when you start playing them, they inspire to start. You know what I mean? And
yeah, they do.
In previous videos, we did a video. Mick and me did a video, and we just started playing them when these first came out, and it was like, what? It just took off, and before you know it, you've been jamming for like 5 minutes. You know?
Yeah, it's almost like there's no filter. You know, sometimes a guitar is a filter between like your ideas or what you want to play and what comes out the speaker, and that could be good or bad. You know, like with guitars that are set up bad, it's a bad filter.
Yeah.
Whereas when this guitar is almost like it just lets you pass through.
And that came straight out of the box.
Yeah.
These comes with cases as well, premium rubber cases. We got a little swoop over of that. You know.
Yeah,
can't straight out of the box.
Can't fault them really.
No.
And to be fair, they're not ridiculously expensive either. They're like fair for the craftsmanship
Yeah, I mean,
that
they
goes
start
into
at
it.
about 1,500, 1,600,
I mean, come on, that's pretty decent.
I think, and then upwards. I think they might be between, 16 and...
Well, it's a premium guitar,
links
having
below,
said that.
Yeah, exactly. It is a premium
But when
guitar,
it's all made in-house, independently by them, like, what do you expect?
all the parts and everything, and switches, and pickups, and covers, and, and it's all selected hardwoods, from wherever, and it's all great. It's all great.
Hats
it's all
off.
great.
Hats off, Juicies.
Awesome. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
I was Pete.
I was Rabea.
See you next time.
Bye.
Yeah.